Hey, Good Samaritan. This is Pastor Zach with your Tuesday recap. We're so glad you're joining us today. If you go outside, if you look out your window, you'll probably see some green out there. As you know, Calaveras is only green in the spring, and it's a beautiful time to be outside and enjoying this great weather. This last week, we started a new series that Jed has been so excited to share with you. It's called Like a Child. And this Sunday, Shelly Carlson is going to join us to give our word. She's going to be talking about how Jesus doesn't only love the people here, the children here in our community, but he loves the children all over the world. So we hope you join us for that. As Jed has kicked off this new series, Like a Child, we started with wonder. And we're talking about how Jesus called the children to him in Matthew and said, you need to see the world like these children do. You need to be in awe and wonder of God's creation, of what God has done. Jed shared about how his wonder bucket as a kid was large, and as his wonder list was big, and it was grand. But as he's gotten older, as he's seen the world, as he has been able to predict it, has become more jaded, for a lack of a better term. That list has shrunk. The amount of wonder he holds has gotten smaller. And he challenged us to recapture that wonder. In order to capture that wonder, we need to change some things in our lives. He told us and he challenged us to put away the TV, to turn it off for a bit, to put away our cell phone and stop consuming media for a bit, and to get out and see God's creation. The creation will cry out, declaring who God is. And it's a reminder to us of who God is. So we're challenging you this week to get out, to turn off your phones, to go and turn off your TVs and get outside and just take a walk. Go see Calaveras County when it's green and all the flowers are blooming. The trees are blooming, the wildflowers are coming up, and go and see God's creation. And as you're out in God's creation, take a moment, take some time to be quiet and just listen. Hear what God is telling you. Very often we are bombarded by all this outside noise, be it the TV, music, talk shows, the radio. Be still and listen. As you're being still and listening, thank God for what you're experiencing. Thank him for the fresh air, for God's creation, just the beauty of nature. A few years ago, I was working at Mission Springs as a naturalist, an outdoor science teacher. And part of my job was to inspire awe. And we did that quite easily because you'd bring these children in and they would see these towering redwood trees. And they walk up through these redwood trees into the chaparral, which is similar to what we have here with the oak trees and the grass. And they would just be in awe of how the landscape could change, in awe of the huge trees. And to see that awe in their eyes and their faces, to see them expressing that with the words, was just gives me the chills. It was amazing to see their wonder brought to life. My challenge to you is this. After you've gone and you spent some time in nature, come share. Come share what you saw and what you heard. And how did you experience God's presence when you're in nature? You can do this by just putting it in the comments. I don't want to see any pictures because you should have your phone turned off, but I want to hear your words describing what you experienced. So as you go today, as you leave your TV or your phone or whatever your media is behind for just a little bit, may you experience the presence of God. May you hear his voice, and may you be reminded of the awe and wonder he has inspired in us. Blessings.